Hello and welcome to Kelly Loves K-Pop. Today's video is brought to you by a lovely donator from the Ko-fi page who requested this video. Today we're going to do a video on Hwasa from MAMAMOO. We're going to look into her ideal partner. If you're new here and you haven't seen my ideal partner readings before, I draw about 6 personality type cards and 6 clarification cards, and we're looking into traits that would be good for or idealized for Hwasa. This is not regarding any particular person other than Hwasa herself, but also remember, tarot readings are for entertainment purposes only, so take everything with a grain of salt. I try not to get too overly negative or doom and gloom, but sometimes if negative traits come up, we will discuss them. So if you don't like to hear anything negative about your idol at all, this is probably not the video for you. But if you don't mind taking the good with the bad, then stick around. So like I said, I'm going to pull 6 of these cards and then I'll take 6 of these. These are the, what are they called? Oh, they're the archetype cards from Caroline Miss. I can't remember if that's their official title. I have goldfish brain, I'm sorry. Alright, so we're going to pull 6 of these. They come in a light or a shadow attribute. Shadow's not always bad. It just means either something they're working on or working through. We're always evolving and changing and growing as people, so. So yeah, we're going to look into Hwasa's ideal type. Ooh, okay. All right. Let's go ahead and pull these cards. Okay. 3 more. This one did look in the shadow, so I'm going to keep it that way. 2 more. Just need 2 more. Don't look like it was going to come out. 1 more. Just need 1 more. Okay. If I don't get a jumper, I'll just take this top card. Okay, so we'll take those, and then I'm going to draw my clarifier. So these are the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. I have modified mine by cutting off the borders and edging it in red, so it may look a little different than ones you've seen from other people. Okay. I saw you. Okay. Okay, I'll take engineer, rebel. Okay, so how this works is I will read the prompt from the archetype card and then use that as a jumping off point in the clarifier and how that affects it. So just don't take what I initially read as set in stone. I use that to intuitively jump off from. So it's just a starting point. Okay. So we have Orphan Child in the Light, which is independence based on learning to go it alone, conquering fear of surviving, and the Fates. So I think Hwasa's known she's always going to be that person that kind of goes her own way, that she's never going to be like fully accepted by, she's never going to fit like the standard mold, I should say. So, I don't know. It's kind of like fate's going to send her that right person. Or she's trusting that fate will send her like the right person that understands that. Um, Also, it's weird, but it's like, I also see this as like, if she is kind of single for a long time, that's not something that bothers her. Um, because it's interesting that the first card we would get is kind of like orphaned and like fated to kind of go your own way. So it could also be a part that like Hwasa is intentionally kind of wants to stay single of where she is in her life right now, or not have anything serious, maybe is the right answer. So we could be like kind of going against her personal thing. We could be kind of looking at a person that values their individuality to the point where like they enjoy being alone a lot, more than just like more than just being introverted. They actually kind of don't find people that understand them, and they've kind of gotten used to like, you know, being alone. And some people just operate better in that way. So either it's about knowing that the right person will show themselves for her at some point, like she's not actively looking. Maybe is the better way to say it. She's not actively looking. So she doesn't have like the strongest set of like ideal for the partner. But we'll continue going here and seeing with the other cards, because a lot of times they will build off of each other. So we have engineer also in the light, which is ability to give creative energy, practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. I don't know why they wouldn't say designing solutions instead of resolutions. Sometimes the wording on these cards is kind of strange. So I would say talent for designing solutions for common dilemmas, and then a deep knowing. So again, I think somebody who is kind of experienced and frank and practical is what she's, you know, looking for. It's like she's not looking for some storybook fantasy person. She's actually extremely practical in what she wants, and just someone who kind of, you know, maybe doesn't have starry eyes for her, maybe doesn't look at her as a celebrity so much. Kind of someone who takes relationships really simple and you know, obviously like knows themselves, knows what they want. Again, it seems like she's got a really, I want to say jaded sense. It really does feel kind of jaded so far in relationships and like finding a person that's going to suit her. She's just like, just someone who, you know, isn't too fancy, handles their day-to-day affairs. Someone who kind of is just a problem solver, smart, you know, but maybe isn't necessarily a creative person. They're a more logical person. You know, she's not looking for someone who's gonna fight for the attention, right? What is her moon sign? She's got a Gemini moon, so she does like communication, like someone who communicates well. So we have rebel in the light, which is challenges authority to affect social change, rejects spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. And then orphaned, and we have orphaned twice now. So again, she's really giving the like, I want to be alone, or like keeping someone at arm's length. It's almost like, I don't want to date and get married just because everyone says I have to, right? Like just because it's everyone else's expectations, because it's like challenging authority to affect social change. So it's like challenging the status quo, challenging people's expectations, and she's always done that. And I think also in relationships, she's like, I'm not gonna be in a relationship just because that's what everybody tells me to do, just because I'm at a certain age or something like that. There's a rebellion here, and it really does feel like her ideal is like like there's no romanticism here so far. It's very like, if I get married, it's for practical reasons. If I get a partner, it's for practical reasons because they fill a void somewhere for me, or like they are good at the things I'm not good at. It's extremely practical so far. Which is weird because this is the first kind of like ideal partner reading I've ever done where it's like almost like the cards are saying like they're not super interested. Now, I don't know. It could be, you know, I've not dealt with like that many ace idols, and there could be like something like that where there could be an aspect to that where she's just not romantically attracted to other people. I don't know. It's almost giving that so far. So let's see what the other three have to say. So we have Slave in the Shadow, which is giving your willpower to an external authority out of fear or making your own choices. And Regeneration. So this is definitely like rebuilding trust. So I guess we're getting to the root here finally, the root. That whoever is in a relationship with her is going to have to earn her trust like an insane amount, like really, like they're gonna have to do the work. She's not gonna give her trust away freely, but if you don't work to give it, she's like almost scared of people abusing her trust. Well, not almost scared, she is scared of people abusing her trust, and it's just going to be something that you have to build from the ground up. Someone has burnt that down in the past, or just her life environment has made it so she does not trust people. Now, and I've done readings on Hwasa before where I believe she is an extremely good judge of character. She can see through people's bullshit very, very easily. And I think that's the thing, is that she will know if you're lying to her. So like you have to come bare bones, honest, no frills. Like if there's even a touch of fakeness or pageantry or whatever, she's not interested. Like strongly, like I'm better on my own than I am with a person. And if you want my respect, you're going to have to like really work for it. So I think it's something that's going to take someone, excuse me, a really long time. Excuse me. Let me get a drink of water. Like that person's going to have to work an extremely long time to earn her trust. And then we have Mentor also in the Shadow. So we have inability to allow the student to move on to the role of master, imparting false instruction. I don't know. It's something stunted here. And then breathe. Again, there's like a trauma. There's like a trauma with her that has made her not trust people. And it's like she has to find her own center again before she's going to be able to trust somebody. But it is showing that maybe someone who has an extremely calm and even demeanor. Again, logical, calm, practical, isn't trying to isn't trying to impress, is just kind of coming to be themselves, but someone that's going to have to help her like heal, or at least give her the time that she needs to heal. So Breathe also talks about just patience. So extreme calmness, patience, practicality is like absolutely necessary in a partner, because again, she's been through something. She's been through something bad. I'm not going to look into it too deeply here because that's not really what I do. I like to give idols some form of privacy, but yeah, I think intuitively, it probably doesn't take a sec to make that leap right there. But yeah, there's something weird that someone she trusted really, really abused that trust at some point for her. And again, we have victim. So this time it's in the light though. So it's like prevents you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others. So this could be why she's so shut down, is that, you know, it's easy for abused people to repeat a cycle of abuse, right? If you've been through something like that. And then truth be told. So again, we're seeing honesty is extremely important. And maybe that's just it. She's going to need that extreme trust, because if she's going to open up about like what she's been through, what her history is, and feel like that person will not use it against her, will not put it on display for their own clout or whatever, you know, then she'll finally open up. But she refuses to be victimized. And even if we're going in a, you know, away from that kind of trauma abuse idea, because I don't like to upset people, but even if we're just saying like she's scared that someone would use her for clout, like she refuses to be that victim, so she needs someone that's going to be completely brutally like bare bones honest with her. But yeah, there's this fear of victimhood and this history of like just understanding that she's going to be alone and kind of not trusting people easily. There's a lot of that here. So whoever she idealizes is going to have, like I said, a lot of patience, a lot of understanding, you know, completely brutally honest, and is okay to build that trust from nothing. A very mature, very extremely mature person for Hwasa here. So maybe an older person, maybe someone who's kind of already sowed their wild oats and is really looking to calm down and have a simple, honest relationship is going to be really what she's looking for. So yeah, that was a lot. That was more intense than I was expecting. A lot of mine are just like, you know, help me learn to trust. Even a lot of that help me learn to heal type of readings I do didn't feel as heavy as this. This one felt really heavy. So I hope Hwasa is doing all right. I don't know. I mean, it could just be, again, she's heard horror stories from other people. Maybe she's really, you know, empathetic. Maybe she's seen other people go through stuff and she doesn't want that to happen to her. There's some, but again, she's an extremely good judge of character, so I'm not too worried about her. I just think she's going to take her time. She's not going to flit in and out of a bunch of relationships. She's going to wait for that person that really feels trustworthy. So that's what I have for Hwasa. Usually I like to do a little bit of a tarot reading to kind of end the reading, just to see how they're doing, their current energies. I know she just had to come back, and Solar is about to have to come back. So let me just see what Hwasa is up to. Let's see what Hwasa is up to. This is my Lost Hollow tarot. Okay. Hwasa, what's up? So she's working on more stuff. She's already working on more music. I don't know if it's for a MAMAMOO comeback. Yeah. Yeah, she's getting ready to... All of these are like, I'm about my business. New ideas, but money's coming in. Manifestation. New creative, not creative, new communicative, I guess is really the word, like contacting, building contacts with new people, and also money. So it's almost like bringing in funding. She might be working on some brand deals, but then your King of Wands is definitely on top of your creativity. You know, like in the universe is about bringing out that manifestation, bringing it to the world. So she's already working on something that we'll see her in soon. Again, Queen of Wands. Again, not only for her, but for everyone else. So it could be MAMAMOO oriented, or that she's collaborating in some way, because the queens are usually about taking that, in this case, passion, desire, creativity, and like giving it to everyone else as well as yourself. King of Swords. So it's a very clear idea of what she wants to do. She's got a lot of control over it. Both of the kings. Sun. She seems happy. She seems like things are going the way she wants them to. That's great. And we got our cups. It's French. It's talking about friendship, being around in relationships with people that we like. Also, these talk about, if we're talking about timing, it's like it's like creatively it's happening quickly, but the fruition is slow. So I think we're gonna hear about her working on something, but maybe it's not gonna come out like right away. We're just gonna get like notification that that's being created and worked upon, like early stages of something. But also I think it's collaborative, so I think it's working on MAMAMOO stuff. But and the lovers, again, this could be some kind of collaboration. So yeah, I think she's doing really, really good. Lovers also can mean like contracts sometimes. I don't know if MAMAMOO's already signed their contracts. Again, she could be working on some kind of brand deal where she's signing new contracts with new brands, or something like that. But also there's a lot of work, a lot of collaboration, but she's on top of it. It's like what she wants, and she's very happy with the way things are going. So that's a great reading. I'm super happy. It's every once in a while I finally get like a nice update when I do. So many of these end in like negative updates, and I'm like, sorry guys, I wanted this to end kindly and fun. And finally, thank you, Hwasa, for giving us that this time. But yeah, she seems extremely happy, and she's just in her element. She's creating, she's working with people, she's about her business, and she's good at it. So that's what I got for Hwasa right now. Thank you for requesting this reading, donator. You're the best. I really appreciate you. Thank you everyone who watched this. Don't forget to subscribe. If you want a reading on your own idol, hit me up on my Ko-fi page. Also, I got a lot of cool spicy stuff going on the Patreon with kind of more scandalous readings over there. And what else? Oh, and if you want a personal reading, you can check out my Etsy page. That's what I got. So have a great day, guys. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. And I'll see you really soon, okay? Bye.